Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know Albert Campman. Albert, we talked about this going into the MLB draft a week or so ago. We knew some local guys would probably get picked. And I will say this, of all the drafts, football, I have an idea sometimes. Basketball, have an idea sometimes. Baseball, I wouldn't even begin to say. I've seen first guy picked bust out, and I've seen Piazza get into the Hall of Fame picked in the late rounds.
Yeah, there is no sure science in baseball, George. You're not kidding. We've talked about 18-year-old high school kids that they have to project how they're going to be 4 years from now, and 22-year-old college guys who have maybe to step into the fray right away. But we do know this. Champion in 2017 won the state championship, and I would have predicted probably the champion fans were saying, oh, I guarantee Turner on basketball is going to get drafted. Well, they would have been right. Florida International champion grad Drake Batsko signed a free agent deal with Seattle, and he begins his major league journey soon. He pitched at Florida International, and Michael Turner, who was the star of the Arkansas series in World Series, you always remember him driving those runs in the state champion, and Batsko pitched in a one-run game in the semifinals. They'll always be heroes of champion in that state championship run. I think that might be the reason, George. You win a state championship.
If you told me, you guys are going to win, by the way, you'll have two guys drafted, I'd say, I'll take my chance.
Yes.
Once again, we've talked about
I didn't know
this.
that until I read that.
People throw this around, So-and-so's getting drafted. So-and-so's Division I. So they don't understand how almost impossible, especially from a cold weather state, that makes it even harder. I see why these guys go to Florida International or Arkansas. They can play 80, 90 games
without blinking an eye.
Without blinking an eye. Up here, if you can get 35 in, Slippery Rock's playing days you shouldn't be playing.
Yes.
Youngstown the same way.
Coach is sweeping the snow off the field.
No, I have a buddy who, honest to God, he's getting to the point where he can't coach first base like that when it's that cold. No, he just stiffens up to the point.
Like us, we couldn't last 2 innings.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, are you kidding? But no, congrats to these guys. And once again, as you say, we have no idea.
Nope, but champion in 2017 are state champs, and they remember that.
And let me say this. You can't do it if you're not there, so they're on the way. I'll say that much.
Right.
If somebody's sitting at home is not going to do it, that's for sure.
Mahoning Valley Scrappers, another local group that we get a chance to follow, had 4 guys drafted. Wow. Zach DeZenzo, Cole Drake, Duncan DeVette, and Eli Ankeny. Congratulations to all 4 of those kids. I'm hoping that we mentioned them on our show in 2022, and we are able to compete or complete in 2024 our show with saying, congratulations to Duncan Davitt as he pitched the World Series winner. You never know which one of these 4 kids.
No.
Or which one of these 6 kids we mentioned make it.
There's no way to know, especially with pitching.
Yeah.
Tommy
John.
Yeah, there are guys that throw 99, you can't get anybody out.
Right.
And there are guys that throw 93 and they can't touch them.
Yeah, it's called pitching. That's why it's called pitching.
It's not called throwing.
Right.
That's the idea. I hear this all the time. This guy will say, well, they'll hit it. I don't care how fast. Show me the gun. You can take that gun and put it in the drawer.
Yeah, I do put it in the drawer because everybody's throwing 95 or above today. And if it's straight, they're hitting it. If it's moving, they're not. And that's why the 2-seamer will never go out. It moves. The 4-seamer is straight. You throw harder with it, but it's straighter. I will take any ball that moves at any time. I'll take command at any time. I'll take a 93 who makes the ball move and throws the ball where he wants it.
Changes levels.
And changes speeds.
Yeah, look,
and levels.
I heard the other day, I started sending a buddy of ours, he was talking about it, and I said, you got to see some of these filthy. So I started sending, I know you know it, so I don't send it to you. I started sending him some of these filthy pitches. That guy, that Alcantara.
Yeah, that's why he strikes out 10 a game.
Albert.
The thing that's different about him, you know the difference is.
Yeah.
He laughs.
He wants to go 7.
Yeah, he tries
he
to.
He gets mad if they take.
Yeah, he gets us in the game.
I saw one the other day. Bob Gibson, not in '68, the great year when they actually lowered him out. There was another time where if you multiplied his starts by 9, he was short like 2 or 3 innings of pitching every inning. So, I mean, he
gosh.
wants to go into the 10th, 11th
Yes.
a few times because
Yes.
he probably left in the 7th a handful.
Think about you saying that.
And he
right
wouldn't
now.
leave. He would.
They pitched into extra innings.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Robin
I know.
Roberts one year, Al, I think it was 40 complete games.
Yeah, it was.
Because they're not. But remember, too,
And they weren't hurt. See, that's when we
Yeah,
give him the
if
show
his arm
3
fell
weeks in a
out,
row.
yeah,
3 weeks in a
if
row,
his
so.
arm fell off, I would say, well, they ruined Robin Roberts. Thompson, no, and Ryan, 4-man staff.
Jacob DeGrom, we know he's a great pitcher, but he's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want a pitcher on the disabled list all the
what's
time.
the classic line about ability? What's the best ability? Availability. He's not available.
Yeah, there's so many of them that they baby through the minor leagues.
Yeah.
And they get there, he's throwing 100. I said, tell me how he throws in August. He's not around in August. They're not pitching.
I saw the other night, Verlander was showing 94 in the 8th.
Yeah, he came back from arm injury, too.
So that tells
Yes,
you
he came
how
back
good
from
the
injury,
medicine
yes.
is. But no, just all in all, a blanket statement about it. These guys, this ball, the ones that make that ball move,
They win.
you can't. Yeah. How about this Broski? What about him?
Talk about a guy that hit YSU on the run and proved it by being drafted by the Texas Rangers. 8th round. Those 8th rounders make it a lot, George.
And he's player of the year in the league.
Yeah, in the Horizon League, he was player of the year. Yep, struck out 100 strikeouts in his season. I always go by that. Anybody can throw, swing and miss pitches, has a chance to make it in the major leagues.
I see he led the league in innings pitched.
Yeah, that means he's durable too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think quit babying these guys. I always go back to our buddy, the strength coach of the Arizona Cardinals, when he said, how does Usain Bolt, what does he do in training? And he said he runs. My suggestion would be throw the baseball, build the arm up, make it stronger.
Yeah. House was on Twitter. He says a lot of House stuff. He was the inventor. He was not the inventor, but he was the big inducer of long toss.
Long toss, yeah.
He loves long toss, and so I always follow that up with my grandkids. I have them do it. It builds strength. It builds longevity. It lengthens your arm. It does everything. Long toss. And so good luck also to Matt Broski as he leaves YSU and heads to the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, they could use it. You can't have enough pitching in the. And let's say this, so the difference in our day, so to speak. We talk of Bob Gibson, Sandy Koufax.
The greatest, yeah.
We talk, but let's be honest, be fair. Back in the day, you weren't good enough to start. You went to the bullpen.
Yeah.
The closer thing's what, a 35-year thing now.
Yeah, it's everything.
But it wasn't.
At one time it wasn't.
No,
because the starters closed the games.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the other thing, there's so many teams now. Because I'm a dinosaur in baseball, there was 8 teams when I used to root Major League Baseball. 8. So you imagine how many AAA players were major leaguers, just waiting for their
Toby
chance.
Lasorda.
Yeah, just waiting for their chance.
There was a guy from Slippery Rock who pitched for the Dodgers. They had Koufax,
They couldn't get in.
Drysdale, Padres, and
Never got
Osteen.
up there. Never.
No, believe me when I tell you, like Lasorda, he's foul mouth and all, but one time Bavacqua said something. He said, Bavacqua. He said, when I was playing, he said, I'd have picked him up at the hotel to bat. He said,
yes.
Different. Let's talk about MLB. Now, the All-Star game's over. Let's say this, not picking sides or whatever, but to play a doubleheader at noon the day, the Thursday, was a little bit unusual, but it came about because of missed games for the. Yeah. It was not scheduled.
No, they had to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that because let's say I said to you, draw me up your first 5 days back, Al. You go, I'm going to be the Houston Astros. I'm going to sweep the Yanks and sweep the hottest team in baseball.
Right.
Could they have done any better?
Yeah, that's how good they are.
They're serving notice.
They're dangerous. No question about that.
I kicked myself in the tail. About 3 weeks ago, I called them and I said, we got to get them. They're 13-2. Well, they're 4-1 now.
Yeah, you know it's coming down.
Luckily, I put a little bit back.
Well, there's no guarantee they're winning, but it was good odds.
Yeah.
It was good odds.
Yeah, it wasn't. Now, 4-1, I mean, you still got the Dodgers and Yankees to
Well, the problem is that whoever's going to get the top 3 players now, who's going to get them is going to change baseball. Oh. So from now, which is the 24th?
10 days, say. 10 days.
There was really about 10
Is Soto going?
Yes. Oh, yeah. They got to get something.
Albert,
for
you have
him.
to part with $500 million.
They have to get something for him.
Let's get 5 guys. Like
Yeah.
the same way with Durant. We'll talk about that later. I heard today the Celtics want to give him Brown.
Yeah,
and
that's no good.
no.
That's no good.
Because you know what happens when he folds at 10, he folds at 10.
Yeah, he
folds it mentally.
Yeah, he does.
Let's talk about this game. First day back, doubleheader. They sweep the Yankees. Then they head to Seattle, who's got 14 in a row, and they sweep them.
The All-Star break.
Hey, let me
Took it out
ask
of
you
them.
something. Is this an unusual sight? Altuve homering to start the game.
No.
My goodness.
No.
My good. Hey, by the way, you know when you were a little kid and they said just swing nice and even now, and Altuve didn't get.
Nobody swings easy.
Altuve didn't get
He
that.
wouldn't be in the pros if he did.
My
They don't
Lord.
allow a guy to do that swing
He
like that.
surely did. Now, once again, we talked about it. I really think the key when you look at that, obviously one of the Yankees relievers went out Saturday night.
That was big.
And Chapman can't get anybody out anymore.
Yeah, they have to depend on him big time.
And there's one more thing, too. There's something about Verlander, I don't know if physical, mental, or a combo, but he knows he can beat the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, he does.
It's that simple.
He always believes that. He goes to the mound and beat everybody every time.
Now, let's talk about, if you could, erase 5 days, the Red Sox. They come back after the break, got outscored by 54 runs in 5 games.
They have no team, George.
Are they done?
No, they're injured. When you get your whole staff gone and your 3 or 4 best players, there's no chance.
So they're
to
done.
compete. They have to be.
They were going to hang on to that third wild card.
Their team is like Pittsburgh and Kansas City right now.
Oh,
you understand? They have guys playing that are really single A, double A players. So there's no. It's a proof that it's a talent game. When you lose your best three best pitchers and 3 of your best 4 players, and you're going out of the minor leaguers, you're going to get killed.
Yeah, now let's talk about the Blue Jays a little bit. They were the benefit of that Red Sox tomorrow.
They were playing minor league team.
But let's say this, too, about the Blue Jays. There's something happening the last week in July that I just don't think is fair. The Cardinals are going in there, and they have 2 unvaccinated players.
I know.
Now,
They're two best
hitters.
Yes.
Well, they can't take them.
Goldschmidt and Arenado. It's the same thing. They're getting to play the minor league team.
Is that it? What are your thoughts? Because they could get vaccinated. We
Get
know
vaccinated.
that.
That's all.
That's
You want my thought? That's simple as it gets.
Yeah. Well, that one thing for sure, Canada's definitely that is accurate. If they have a big advantage. Now the Dodgers on a streak. We know what that's coming. Now I heard a rumor they want one more player.
They're getting 2 more players.
Who are they getting?
They're
Just take a wild
They're going to
guess.
get a big time reliever. Whoever the best reliever they can get. That's all. That's the only thing they need.
Would they get Bednar?
No, they don't think he's good enough.
I don't think he's good enough.
They're going to get somebody much better. They're going to try to get somebody from White Sox. They're going to get somebody from Oakland. They're going to get a guy. Could be a Slip Rock guy.
Okay. He closed the game Thursday last week.
Yeah, it could be him.
I watched.
But they're going to get it. That's the only thing I have left. There's nothing the Dodgers need to win a championship except one reliever.
No, they're like Noah's Ark.
Yeah. So that's
But you said no closer.
Yeah, Kimbrel's not the same pitcher he was.
No.
He's
God,
decent.
how old is he?
He's decent, but he's not the same pitcher.
No. And Jansen, he's had that heart. He's had open heart surgery.
Yeah.
That's not like appendicitis.
Yeah, Jansen. Atlanta's still using him. I don't know if they're going to continue to use him.
I saw him out there, and I thought to myself, they knew when to.
They had to. They had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Buy or sell time. It's here. Last week in July, extra wild card. No longer a 1-game playoff. It's very similar to the baseball playoff or the football. 2 with the best record get a bye. 6 plays 3, 5 plays 4. What do you think about that? And do you think that one more wild card to say would make someone less likely to sell?
Yeah, they're not. Both ways. I don't think they want to buy or sell. You buy to sell to win the World Series. So you'll never give anything. Just to be a wild card team, the general man, the president, they'll go nuts. You're telling me you give up this guy just to make the wild card. The only teams that are going to get big time players are the teams that think they can win it.
Okay.
Dodgers, Yankees.
I heard St. Louis
Toronto.
was in on Soto.
Well, they have draft picks. They're not doing that to win it. They're doing it to strengthen their team. And you get.
Well, he's only 20 something.
Yeah, he's going to be there for forever. Right.
That's what I said. I said he's sitting there, but I got to thinking, do you have $500 million?
Yeah, St. Louis must. Well, they could. 40,000 every night, I
Yeah,
think.
they get a big crowd. No, there's absolutely right.
Right.
You know who else could afford them if they wanted? The Cubs. I mean, I don't know if you
The
want
Cubs
to
aren't
go
close
there.
enough to win it.
No.
No, the
But I
Cubs-
think when you take him, he's 24.
I'm talking about winning, but they're not close enough to even getting good. So,
you
when
would- they-
no. That means you have to give up 5 of your best players.
Yeah, and they have the
And
money.
the Cubs don't want it. They don't want to give them 5
Here's the
players.
Phillies. Phillies come. They're 6 over. I'm hoping they go 10 over. They come home and something happens that hasn't happened in like 30 years. They get swept by the Cubs.
Same thing I'll say again.
Long season.
No, if you don't have Harper, they're not any good. They put a minor league team
But
out
they
there.
were 4 over here, and they haven't had them for a month.
But still, without him, it's going to happen.
And they're not going to get 6 in a row.
It's going to
either.
happen.
And they couldn't have won 6 in a row.
It is going to happen without Harper. You can't
Yeah.
take
No.
Judge off the Yankees and watch them say, man, that's lost 4 in a row. How did that happen?
How about the other day in Philly, they have an incident. You said it, guy making ridiculous money, Castellanos.
Riamalto, too. Yes.
Oh, Riamalto.
Yeah.
And they said he got into a scrum with. And one thing, let me say about the Philly writers, would never happen in Pittsburgh because they're too busy kissing them. Guy says, "Did you hear the boos?" He goes, "Hey, the answer is, yeah, we deserve to be booed. It's over."
Oh, they're not going to say that.
No. But it's like those gotcha questions at the presidential press
Right.
conference.
Yeah.
They're baiting you, and you
They baited
suckered
him.
it.
Yeah,
And
they baited
he
him.
took the bait, absolutely. And like I said, I mentioned Alcantara before. He's old school because he wants to go into the 8th or 9th. And I'm going to tell you right now, yesterday what happened in the game, the shortstop for Pittsburgh, he dinged one, and I mean dinged it. Top,
Cruz,
almost out. He stood there. Guess what happened to the next guy? Al Campman style.
Threw it at him.
Absolutely. You want to marry to how much your buddies get.
You're gonna pay for
your
it.
buddies get hit. Now, the Pirates. Who are they getting rid? If you just had to make a wild guess, how many? And they've been
About 4
showcasing
of
a couple of these
About
older
4, yeah.
guys, right?
Quintela's going to go. Gamble's going to
Yeah.
go. That's 2 of them for sure.
Yeah. How about Newman?
They're trying to. Yeah, Newman's a good player. And I see that's why I moved Cruz to the outfield. Newman's a really good shortstop. I understand.
Okay.
He's a number 1 pick. I would not get rid of him. But I guess they're sold on Cruz at shortstop. So if that's true, they have to get.
I
They have to
told
get
you
rid of
my
Newman.
ideas.
They have to get rid of Newman.
I told you my thoughts on Cruz.
Yeah, he don't want to play outfield. You said.
Well, he said it, but what I'm saying is saying it and refusing to do
Right.
it are 2 different things. But like, let me ask you about this. This I thought about this the other day, just randomly. They said, "Well, we're playing so and so." They're showing them to the other teams. We're playing so. Oh, not just them. And I'm like, you mean with the amount of tape and scouting and analytics to the point we hate them, they don't know how good these guys are?
I'm going to guess from what you said, George, that they want to, like you saw the kid not run the ball out. You saw
saw it.
Cruz.
Oh, I did.
And I think you have to be there to see how.
point.
See, okay, there's more to this guy.
Good point.
You know what I mean? You might,
Yeah,
you might know how fast he runs.
285, but
Yeah, we don't want him.
when things are
Yeah,
going
we don't
bad,
want him. Yeah, we don't want him.
He's going to
And
knock-
if you don't, like, we happen to see the Pirates,
Yeah.
so we know.
Yep.
But we don't know the guy. The Angels don't run things out.
no, absolutely.
So
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
they have to see it.
That's why I watch
Yeah,
MLB. Let me say this as a blanket. We've talked about this. Like yesterday, Pittsburgh, the run that beat them was the second run in the 10th. Guy threw behind the runner at first base instead of throwing to second. The guy just jogged in. See, with these shifts, a lot of times there's nobody there.
Shifts are killing that. Yes.
We don't have stats for that.
Yeah, we have eyeballs for it though.
Absolutely.
The shift is great for
Albert.
taking hits away.
Absolutely, Albert. And what happened? The right fielder gets the ball. Well, this guy's just rounding first, and he looks. Guess what? There's no one at second.
Right.
Who was he throwing the ball to?
Nobody
He
threw the
threw it
ball to.
behind him like Clemente would pick you
Remember, he
off.
threw that all the time.
And that was it. That was the game. The next guy scored. They lost by a run. Now, NBA, we know we're out of season. Throwing a lot of money around, that's for sure. But a lot of these stars are showing up at this Drew League.
What's a Drew League, Pete?
It's like a summer league, and the name of I looked it up. The name of the school's Drew Middle
Okay.
School. But what happens?
So it's an outdoor court? Or
no, it's indoor.
Indoor.
But
okay.
see, people find out they're coming, and then they mob the place.
Gotcha.
You know,
You're talking about the stars coming.
yeah,
to watch.
like yesterday.
To play or
No, he
watch?
played yesterday.
Okay.
Atlanta, 2 of their stars played.
Okay, Trey did.
Yeah, Trae Young
Okay,
played.
Trae Young played.
And LeBron played last week.
Okay, that's not too smart.
This guy was saying that he was guarding LeBron. LeBron was just, well, you know LeBron. And the guy says, I got a memory for life. He goes, you guys.
It's true.
He was trying to get up on him, and Albert.
He's a beast.
No, he's no.
Yeah.
No, but he. Oh, no. This guy says he can knock out Mike Tyson. I said, have you seen him when he gets bumped? He lays down for an hour. He doesn't want that shot in the ribs, does he? Even LeBron played, as I said. The place is packed when they find out. Now, our buddy's team, the basketball tourney, $1 million tourney, seeded number 2, knocked out early.
Yeah, a lot of the top seed. Isn't the number 4 seed, I think, got knocked out too.
You know what?
The number 2 seed.
You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? How much better it's gotten since it started.
Yeah, that $1 million, they smell that money.
Yeah, and if you're playing in, Budapest,
right,
or in the G League, I'll take $150K.
Yep, I'll take that for a couple of weeks of hard work.
But I feel bad for our buddy because
he thought he had a good team, right?
Well,
you said he picked some extra guys and everything.
He thought this was his year because he had gotten second. And the other thing too, not only that, the other thing was, it's such a good cause, pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, it is. That's the best cause, yes.
Cancer. We were all for that. Tina Charles, WNBA, we never mentioned NBA, but I'm going to mention it today. First woman ever in the league, 7,000 points, 3,500 rebounds.
I like the rebound part.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of guys.
Oh, by the way, I read something. I read something today. I read something today I didn't know. You may know this. If LeBron averages 17 a game this year, he will pass Kareem.
Yes.
I did not realize that. I thought he needed a couple
years. That's why he stayed in.
Oh, I thought he stayed in to play with Bronny.
No. That might be part 2.
Okay.
I think he wants that record so bad.
And not WNBA, off the court, Brittany Griner's still in Russian jail. And as we cautioned people on this show before, there is no Bill of Rights in Russia.
Yep.
NCAA football, what's around the corner? The King. The King is around the corner.
Yeah, I got my book yesterday, so I know that.
Yeah, we're on fixed incomes. I'll buy a book and then we trade. But no, seriously, the win totals are out. Ohio State, 11. I couldn't go under.
Yeah, if you look at that schedule, you find somebody's going to beat them. It'll be shocking.
I had a magnifying glass.
It'll be shocking.
Didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
You see anybody?
No. It'll be well, let's put it this way. It'll be a major upset.
Yeah.
There'll be a 14
I've seen them go to Purdue.
They'll be a 14-point favorite or more in every game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I looked at NC State. They're favored in every game but one.
Yes.
They go to Clemson. And Pitt's going to be. Let's do the local teams. Pitt and Penn State at 8.5. We'll get into this a lot deeper when we get closer to Labor Day. What are your thoughts right now without really scouring the schedule? Both of them look right at 8.5?
Yeah. No question. Yeah, they'll be favored by 9 games.
See, people forget how good Penn State was last year till the quarterback got hurt.
Favored 9.5, 9 games, and so if it works out right, they'll go over. But it never works out right. Somebody gets hurt.
Something can happen.
And bad weather.
See, that's the dilemma I get in. I like to do it early, but then a week before, some guy's out screwing around in the backyard with a dog, and he'll miss the first 5 games.
Yeah.
Oops, there goes my bet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Hey, I have something just off the subject a little. The old Penn State quarterback, the kid that's down at Kentucky. Guess what he puts in his coffee?
Somebody told me. Mayonnaise.
Jesus. Yeah. I looked at
my grandkids told me.
I was trying in my mind to think how that would be good.
That's what they see. They see that kind of stuff.
They like that.
They know all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. That's important. Hey, good games early. Pitt, West Virginia.
I hope it's a good game.
Albert, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to say this.
I see Pitt.
They lost a bunch of guys, but they did bring a bunch in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you about this coach.
He's a good coach. Brown's a good coach.
When he beat Army in the bowl game,
he's a good coach.
I went like this.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
No one stops that Army offense.
Yeah, Brown's a good coach.
Okay, so
the talent level's different, though.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, it's hard for me the first time ever saying that.
Pitt's talent level.
Pitt's got talent right now.
Hey, Notre Dame, Ohio State early.
Once again, that's not a game.
Isn't that something, though, that Ohio State's that good?
Ohio State got Stroud, a quarterback. Notre Dame's trying to find one.
Yeah,
I think that's always a major difference first game of the year.
I have Stroud as my Heisman favorite.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, Penn State, Purdue opening week. You know what's funny? Years ago, you and I would have spotted that, and we'd have taken the 6 or 7. They know how good Purdue is.
Yeah, they do. Penn State's still favored. That tells you that's why they're favored. That's why they're 8.5.
Absolutely.
If Penn State, because Purdue, we're not the only one who knows Purdue's going to be good.
No.
Yeah, so that tells you how good they still
coaches had a chance to leave.
They still think Penn State's going to be good. So that tells you right there.
Hey, I guarantee Penn State has D-backs and I guarantee they have fast receiver with a single digit.
Always.
That's
Always.
No more turnover chain at Miami. I'm happy. I hate nonsense. I hate gimmick. By the way, there's $970 million out there in NIL. Hard to imagine from.
Not hard to imagine from me.
But just out and out handing them money.
Not even a thought that wasn't going to happen. They want to get the best player.
Well, it happened. No, it's already happened.
Saban did the best of all. He called out Texas A&M so he
could get his guys in up.
And they did.
Hey, NFL camps start this week. Last week, Vegas and Buffalo, because they're playing in the game out at Canton. So we
That's
know
Canton,
about
2 teams?
Yeah. Now, the old days, the two-a-days, they have gone the way of the white buffalo.
Yeah, that's true in high school, college.
Yeah. Westminster coach was on our
uh-huh.
radio show. He said, we don't do Oklahoma drills. We don't have
there's no hitting at all.
No.
Yeah, he said that, and that hurts him, he said, with regards to opening games because the tackling and blocking are not as sharp.
Oh, that reminds me. Last year, I guess the guy at Navy decided he was going to do all-sided, no hitting and no this. Remember the first game with Brigham Young?
Oh, no, I remember.
Oh, my God.
It was a sad
They ended up beating
experience.
Army last game of the year, so they were.
That was about the few times they ever looked decent.
They were bad. New faces will make it. You have to be careful early. Get yourself a book. About 1,500 dudes went somewhere else.
Yeah, you'll be surprised to see names. And, ooh, I didn't know that person was there. Or that person was there. Most important position is quarterback, though. Yeah, that won't.
Oh,
change.
I saw one of the USFL guys got picked up.
No, you said that.
Yeah, I told you there was about
That's
two guys.
That's the one you said was really weak. The quarterbacks were weak in that league.
No, weak is being kind.
Okay.
You see, Hines Ward's going to be head coach in the XFL.
Oh, jeez.
We just got that job yesterday.
Jeez.
Gronk retires. He'll be back. He'll be back. I think Tampa signing Kyle Rudolph says he won't be back.
Yeah, I didn't think he was coming back. So
Okay.
I'll say that. I was shocked that he would come back.
I don't know.
I would say he's done.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives a different lifestyle than normal people.
Yeah, he
he
does.
makes money other ways.
Yeah.
You know, Gronk
Well, I
has-
told you, his brothers were on Shark Tank wanting money for this thing that he could have funded easily. They said they didn't want his money. They wanted, and they got it on there.
Okay.
A-Rod and Cuban. Rams got their rings. They look like I don't know how you'd put it in your finger. They're so large, I don't think you could scratch your eyeball.
Yeah, that bothers me a lot. It really does. I don't understand that somebody couldn't have stepped up and said, "Let's give that money to charity. We don't need this ring."
Give me a little ring.
Give me one smaller ring.
The significance is
use the other $7 million.
Let's do something
somebody, yeah.
for the veterans.
Yes,
You're
yeah.
agree. Couple minutes left. Heisman odds are out.
I think it's a
Two-man race?
That's all. I don't see it. And,
Stroud and who?
And Young from Alabama. I don't see how anybody else could win because both the teams are going to be close. They're both, I think, going to be undefeated.
There you go. So how are they going to? What adversity are they going to have? I get it.
And what do they watch every week? Alabama, Ohio State.
And the numbers too. The numbers are they're cartoon. They're 500 yards a game, 450.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at a long shot. I always like to look at
you have to.
You do too in the golf. Long shot. I would look at the kid at Oklahoma that was at Central Florida.
Yeah, Gabriel.
The coordinator went with him.
I think probably Gabriel. Yeah, he's a lefty.
Hey, I saw the track and field championships. Now, I don't know what I think or what, but a dude pole vaulted 20 feet 4 inches. That's over the house, isn't it?
Yeah, I coached track for 30 years, and I'd say pole vaulting. Now listen.
Yeah.
You have to, safety is important because you get up there 12 feet and then you see
12 feet.
20 feet. Oh,
20
my
feet
God,
4.
Yeah. Yes.
And the shot putters. We have a young kid that was on our show several times before.
He was number one thrower in the United States in his high school year.
I saw those two monsters he has to beat. I don't see how.
Yeah, there's a size thing. You do, That
They're
means something now
monsters.
because they all have speed to the zone.
Yeah.
It's a size speed thing.
Baseball to Hall, they a lot coming in the old timers vote. I hate when guys are dead when they put them in there.
Yeah, get them alive.
We've talked about this a
get them
million
alive.
times.
That's true of Hall of Fame, in high school Hall of Fame. It's true in college, whatever Hall of Fame.
Yeah, let's end
Make
with
sure
this.
they're alive.
NASCAR, Hamlin wins only to find out later he and the number 2 car out. But what's funny, it hadn't happened in 60 years.
Yeah, I know. They're really checking hard.
Must be.
They're inspecting.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.